Let's think this do. All right, 3, 2. Hello, folks. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Plucking Petals podcast with James and Kyle. As always, I am Kyle.
And I'm James.
And we have a lovely returning guest. You are now at a three-peat, good sir. It's Stoops.
3.
That's right.
Three-peat.
Do I have to get an air horn out? I'll get the app out.
Nope, that's good.
Fine.
We don't need to slow it down already.
Okay,
man.
that's
Thanks.
fine. That's fine.
Do a little something like this.
It's all about the good, bad, love, hate. How are you doing, Stoops?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
I got more sleep than the last time that I was on.
Yeah, you got like an hour or two last time.
Yeah,
so
I got like a solid 7 last night.
Okay, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I had to go back and listen to that episode though because I was like, I don't really remember what we talked about.
It was a lot of tangents.
It's
always a lot of tangents.
Oh, but it was it went all over the place. But
it's a great episode.
But it was fun. It was like being a guest on something that I didn't. Well, wait, I was about to give it an analogy. That was exactly what it was.
It was like a shark that has to keep making
Apparently-
analogies.
Nailed it.
It's like a thing with another thing's hat on.
Perfect. How are you, James?
I'm doing quite well.
Awesome.
Yeah, just did my first week at a new job. I think it's going well.
Oh, what's your new job?
I work at Fatheads now.
Oh.
Boom,
Yeah,
moving
you're like
on up.
fuck platform.
I'm not going to say that. But I feel
I had a Pilsner the other day, and I'm like, this doesn't taste like James anymore.
I'll be honest, actually, I was at the grog shop on Friday night and got a Pilsner, and I don't know if I just wasn't feeling great or something, but like, man, it didn't taste great. Like, I don't know. I think that it might have been like one that was sitting in the back of their cooler for a while. So
I feel like that beer kind of changes over time, like significantly over time. I don't really know much about beer as we know.
maybe. Let's talk about something else.
All right, that's fine.
How are you doing,
How's
Kyle?
Fatheads going, though?
It's going great. I
Do you
really
like it?
there. The atmosphere's great.
Cool.
They know what they're doing.
You're
I
at
like
the
it.
tap house in Middleburg, right?
No.
Oh, so
Or,
you're at
wait.
the North Homestead?
I am at the Middleburg one. I
Okay.
have my West Side cities messed up. I'm at the production facility.
Okay, yeah, and that's in Middleburg, and then they're moving relatively soon, right?
Yeah,
Or
it should
this
be
year?
right down the road.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's sweet. My parents go there for trivia sometimes. So
It's on Tuesdays.
and I've been there. I've been there once or twice. I like it. It's nice. It's
so
different.
what are you doing there? Are you a
I'm
brewer?
working in the cellar, and then it'll be some time before I'm trained on the brew stand there. But,
Okay.
yeah, it'll be cool.
Hey, so I got a question. The guy on the label, is that like the owner or
I
what?
don't know who that is. There's a one guy that's quite big and bald, and I always wondered is that the fathead? But I've heard he like joined later, so he's probably not the fathead.
Right. You don't want to like just go up to like any fat bald guy and be like, "Do you own a brewery?"
Are you the fathead? What are you talking about?
That's not gonna go.
Apparently,
over
someone
well at all.
complained of the beer called Holly Jolly. They're like, "Hey, why do you have Hitler on a beer bottle? Like, because he's like it looks like Fat Hitler, kind of."
Oh, it does kind of look like
Yeah.
Fat Hitler,
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so people complained about our Fat Hitler.
but it's like a
In a
cool
way.
Fat Hitler.
Cool fat Hitler.
Like he's
Oh,
like, you know what? I'm done with exterminating the Jews. I'm just gonna chill.
I'm just gonna chill and pop open a couple cold brewskis. What's going on?
Great.
That was all in English, because I don't know German, so I would assuming he would say that in German, right?
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm gonna ruin my own.
Yeah.
the joke.
Cool.
That's-
Oh boy.
Gross, guys.
Yeah, totally gross.
I went to Run the Jewels yesterday.
No. How was that?
I enjoyed the hell out of it. It
Yeah?
was really good. I felt like it was a little short.
How long did they
Their
play?
set, I think it was only 45. Which is, but here's the thing: when I say that, like they played every song I wanted them to play.
Okay.
So I was like, great. I'm like, after like song 5, I'm like, money well spent. That's totally great.
Yeah.
Saw Gas Lamp Killer.
Which you texted me as DJ Lamp Gas Killer, and I was like, "Thanks, Dad." I was like,
Get off your Nintendo and come listen.
I realized after I sent it that I did it wrong.
That's
and
why I
just
didn't
said-
respond. I was just like, well, I didn't respond for 2 reasons. One, you just dadded the name of that DJ. And 2, I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk to Kyle about his experience at the show while he's at the show the entire time.
I figured I'm like, I'll just see it tomorrow. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's not responding because right when I pressed send, I went, I did that all wrong by accident. I'm like, I wasn't even trying to tell a
He
joke.
doesn't go as DJ Gas Lamp Killer. He doesn't. He's not called Lamp Gas. He's No, it's he did an after what they referred to as the official unofficial after party for Run the Jewels at B-side, and he did a set there. I was considering going, but instead started to rewatch Stranger Things.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh man, I got watch it a second time. It is. You get a really, really different perspective. Like the show completely changes for you watching it a second time.
Okay.
I mean, I also for Christmas, Missy got me the soundtrack on vinyl, both volume 1 and 2.
Gotcha.
And so I'm a lot more familiar with the music from it now. But yeah, just second time around, you could pick up so much more stuff. I mean, even from the D&D game that they play right in the beginning, and about the stuff that happens with Will, and you're oh, I kind of get you get all this foreshadowing and stuff. They definitely lay out a lot of things early on. Is really plus it's just a great show. But,
this is true.
Yeah.
This is true. James, did you see Stranger Things?
Yeah, I love Stranger Things. I only did the one watch through, but I'm glad it's enjoyable the other one time.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm watching the original Star Trek right now. That's kind of been my thing.
Awesome.
Oh.
It's way different than I expected. It's not intellectual at all. It's just Kurt grabbing ladies forcefully in that 60s way on the arm and smooching them, and then punching guys to solve problems.
Did you see that one episode where he smooches that lady and then punches her in the face?
No.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Having never seen a Star Trek episode before, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know why I know that one, but there's this. She was under some kind of mind control and does the arm grab, kisses her, and then socks her in the jaw and knocks her out. But it's for good. They have to knock her out for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. I don't know much about Star Trek, so
that's the embodiment of that show.
Yeah.
I know during your New Year's party, Ashley and Elise and stuff were talking about how great and intellectual and how much it makes you think, and then I watch it and it's just punching and smooching. So yeah,
that's the title of this episode. It's punching and smooching.
Was it in black and white or was it in color?
It's in color.
It's
but
in color.
You know what?
I honestly have no idea how old it is.
I don't know if they could have remastered it or I don't know if
it's on Netflix though.
It is
right?
on Netflix. That's where I'm watching it.
I feel like it'd be in
It's
color.
probably in color. I don't know why I had this.
1960s, right? When it came
I'm
out,
not sure.
I don't
Well,
know.
it was
I
only,
haven't a
the original.
clue.
I know was only 4 seasons.
It
Yeah.
says
And-
3 on there, but they're all
Oh, is it?
lot
Oh,
of
maybe it's only 3
episodes.
seasons.
Okay.
I don't know. They don't seem to follow the number of seasons we have right now. It's just we shot for this long. That was the season because there's a lot of episodes in each.
Is
season.
there a 23 season or is it
23?
more?
Yeah, it looks like a lot.
Like more than 23 in a season?
I'm not
Holy
sure,
shit.
but yeah, there's a lot of episodes.
We should. Okay, I want to propose an idea that we start a new podcast where we talk about Star Trek without ever watching an episode of Star Trek. My girlfriend will strangle me to death, and I'll die smiling because I got the last.
So
laugh.
I've seen 10, so I already can't be on this podcast.
Oh, that's fine.
We got to talk
I've
about
seen 2.
episodes 11.
Well, you can be
on.
the moderator, the judge of
Yeah,
just-
you're fair comment.
But don't a barely informed moderator.
yeah, exactly.
I know a little bit more than you guys,
Oh,
but really
man.
not enough to hold up a conversation.
Oh man.
George Takei is in it, right? Or Takai. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've only seen it written.
It's Spork, is it? Is that what it is? I'm not
Yes,
exactly sure.
The spork.
That's what they based it off of the utensil. As I
Yep,
was
that-
pushing my thumb
that's
together, I was
100%
disarming a
correct.
bomb.
You are
Did you
correct.
just hit your
I'm,
head?
I'm smacking my head against the microphone to not hear you make that joke.
Anyways, trying to think what else is going on. Oh, Ashley moved to Lakewood yesterday, so.
I saw that. Where? What? Wait, no. Give me her address right
Yeah,
now.
no, hold on.
I
will
didn't
say-
know she moved to wherever. And
Yeah,
has
we
a
can-
good
we-
view of
I'll-
her
I'll
bedroom
tell
from
you.
I
I'll
live
tell
in
you where-
Birdtown. Is she close to Birdtown?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she's she's in Edgewater. How about that?
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Yeah, we moved her yesterday, and my problem for a couple weeks. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this problem. But I think moving is going to be a problem in the future because I hate moving.
It
stuff.
already was, but we could do it again. 'Cause
Yeah, that's
moving is
fine.
terrible.
Did we
Yeah,
do it
I think
already?
so.
I'll check the Google Doc. Anyway, speaking of
You already
problems-
did moving. Yeah.
Did I?
I think you did.
Gross.
Yeah.
I need to be more professional with this.
Yeah, no.
It happens.
Why change now?
Oh, yeah, why 2017, new year, same Kyle.
Yeah.
Speaking of problems, Stoops, what is your problem for this episode?
Wait,
good sir?
are we doing which one?
You can. How about we'll just dual fire it?
Dual fire. Okay. Well,
Dual
we'll
fire.
We'll just kind of quickly go over the first one.
Okay.
And my problem is the theme song to Plucking Petals.
Okay.
No longer has anything to do with this show.
Okay.
Because you do that rap where you say, like, it's all about the good, bad, love, hate. Yeah. It's more just about the problem, and not really about whether or not you like or dislike something. I mean, it's just things you dislike.
We do a friendly debate, and those are normally the likes portion of that.
Oh,
there is.
I guess, but it's
end.
not all about it.
That's kind of that's me just playing devil's advocate. You're correct in that regard.
Can we use Cool Games Inc. intro? I like theirs a lot.
just take every episode. We take someone else's intro.
Oh, sure,
Perfect.
yeah, and then just use like the Adventure Zone. They have a really good one. They use Mort Garson's track,
I like
Deja Vu.
Bim Bam's intro. I like that one.
Or their original one, which was ABBA's "Take a Chance on Me."
Oh God, I'm in. Is that why all the best ofs they do take a chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then actually their closing song was a Girl Talk track.
Okay.
That was a mix between Andre 3000 and a Journey song. I can't remember which one.
That sounds awful. I don't like.
No, it was good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a Girl Talk track, so
That's true.
He makes bad things be good.
Yeah.
Which that was only half
He
bad.
makes bad things be good.
Let's get him working on this economy, boys.
Yeah. Trying to stab at the presidency. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, so you have a problem with the theme song.
Yeah, so, well, I'm suggesting that maybe I do another one.
Okay.
And then we could try it. I don't know. Or you could
like
just
it.
play it and then see what the audience reaction is. See if your mom likes it.
Okay.
See, that's basically the important thing is that, like, I got to make sure that your mom's still on board with my work.
Well, your mom does. My mom is quite often. So every time you're on and every time that she hears the intro, she's like, I really like that intro. That's not how my mom sounds at all.
Thanks, Kyle's mom.
The Wertz family is a very pro Stoops family. Although, did I tell you my sister thought your name was Stoobs for the longest time?
Really?
Stoobs.
Stoobs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Stoobs. Getting called out.
That doesn't even sound like a fake last name.
I know.
Like that.
Oh, I'm aware. Yeah. No,
Okay.
no. I know.
That's fine. I
Okay.
don't really know her that well.
That's
I think we've
okay.
talked 2 or 3 times.
She just likes when you make fun of me. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Alright.
So both of you, fuck you.
I didn't do anything.
So you said you want to make a new
Yeah,
intro.
so
That's fine.
Like, I don't know. I was thinking maybe just say some key words of like what this new
Kyle's
version.
bad. Is that a good keyword?
Kyle's bad where I screw up everything.
Yeah.
Thanks. That works.
No, and then I can like sample an episode.
Okay.
And then
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
No, that was a keyword.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
This is all garbage. I'm deleting this episode.
You know, this is actually more than a three-peat for me. This is now, I think, my 5th appearance. Just just only the 3rd one that ever got recorded.
Stop! It doesn't need to be like this. This game sucks. I hate this game. But yes, we will take samples. I think most of the samples would be from this episode and the last episode you were on, because that was just that was a cavalcade of great words. Maybe I don't know. I haven't listened.
Cavalcade of great words. There we go. That's
Nailed it.
Can you mark down the time of when you said that so I can?
13. It was like 13:20. So we'll call it 14:40 with the intro and stuff. So
All right. Well,
that's some behind the baseball or whatever it's called. Inside baseball.
cavalcade of words behind the baseball. All right.
Oh, no. I like this game.
I'm really hoping he says something that rhymes with baseball later, so that I can just make a rhyme out of it.
Oh man.
How about you do your other problem?
Okay, so the other problem is so a coworker of mine about 6 weeks ago let me borrow the movie Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson and
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
Because he's like, oh, I remember we had talked about it before, and you said that you really wanted to see it. Well, here you go, and he just hands it to me. Here's the thing: is that like when we had talked about it, he had said that he watched the movie, and I said something like, "Oh, okay." Like I like I never wanted
Great
to watch this. I
conversation, yeah.
never
Yeah.
wanted to watch this movie.
Okay.
It's based off of like just that really awful premise of you don't use. You only use 10% of your brain, and so
I
what
hate
happens if
that
you unlock?
so much.
What happens if you unlock the other 90%, and then you become like a superhero or whatever? And I'm like, no. I did like it's so dumb and just based off of like just a dumb theory.
No
don't
one really
wanna
knows
watch
where
it.
that came from, but it probably came from something like you only use 10% of your brain at one time. Because if you're using all of it, like that's called having a seizure. Like imagine trying to remember every single thing that you've ever had happen to you at once. Like that's your, and then just like
Be
trying to
sensory
do,
overload.
like move all of your muscles and stuff. Like that's just not a good thing. That doesn't
Right.
make you better at anything. That just makes you flail on the ground.
Well, and so much of your brain is just
Oh man.
well, and yeah, so much of your brain is for like memory and for involuntary functions, and I mean, just because you don't use your computer at 100% of its memory all of the time, which look at what happens when you do that,
when you
it
try
crashes,
that, it just
a la
gives up.
seizures.
It has a computer seizure. Smart. We just
so-
solved scripts.
It's just so it's so dumb, and I don't want to watch it. And so I've just had this Blu-ray just sitting next to my TV for like 6 weeks, and I've tried to like think about like, well, do I just like Wikipedia this movie and get the whole plot? Like, is there a Cliff's Note version of it?
Just
or
YouTube. Just YouTube Lucy best scenes. And then it'll give you all the action scenes. It could be like, remember that time she fought that dude? Done. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have just also given it back to him and just say I didn't like it and don't want to talk about it. But
That's
like,
true.
I
But then he'll badger you about it. You kind of have to agree.
well, and
it
he's
makes it quicker.
and he
Yeah.
started to be like, "Hey, did you watch Lucy yet? Did you watch Lucy yet?" And I just really don't want to watch or
So
like
he
take
is
up.
doing that. He's like being really into it. He wants to know.
Yeah,
what
he
things
Yeah.
are.
yeah, and I just
Because if you
just
tell him that you
don't
didn't
wanna
like
watch
it, then it's just he's gonna get even more.
You just didn't get it, man.
Yeah.
No, watch it again.
You don't understand the
Yeah,
complexity of the brain.
don't
You
watch it.
didn't unlock more than 10% of your brain when you watched Lucy.
Oh look here! I got the director's cut for you since you watched the original. I wanted you to watch.
Commentary.
Yeah,
You understand it with commentary.
Listen, I spent my life savings. I got Scarlett Johansson to fly out here. We're
So she
watching
can
this
explain
movie.
it with
Okay, I would watch it with Scarlett Johansson
Okay,
because that'd
fair
be
enough.
so weird. Of just like.
Just have her act it out like a Rocky Horror Picture Show. Where they act it out right in front of
Build
the
like
screen.
really cheap cardboard sets.
I would help do that if that happened. So that's fine.
All right,
Holy
ScarJo,
shit.
if you're listening,
Yeah.
I want to watch Lucy with you. Actually, no, Kim. I don't. I still just. That's how much I don't want to watch this movie. I feel like if I watch this movie, I've given into the accept that I can accept that as a like basis to make a movie.
Okay.
Like it's okay to spend millions of dollars on that dumb idea. So I don't know. I need to somehow get this back to him without him knowing, I guess, or something. And then like later when he's like, "Did you watch Lucy?" I could be like, "Oh, I already gave it back to you."
Yeah, you got to do like one of those heist movie things where you like slip it into his bag, and be like, "Oh, yeah, I don't know. We already had talked about this like 6 weeks ago when I gave it back to you."
Yeah.
So I don't want to talk about it again.
You need to break into your work late at night and just kind of Ocean's 11 the situation and then gaslight the shit out of them. Be like, I already watched it. We already talked about it.
Do you not pay attention to me when I talk?
It's perfect. It's a long con, but
I'm
it's
not
gonna
totally
work.
sure why I need to break into work to do this, but
Oh, it's already like in his locker or something.
And we
Do
can
you
get
guys
a
have
whiteboard
lockers?
and like have a cool plan with like intense music playing. We can
Yeah.
write out like
But it's all with black lights, like Gone in 60 Seconds, and then you bleach the so the cops don't see it. Did you not see Gone in 60 Seconds
oh
with
god.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, I did in theaters. That was
Did
the last time
you?
I saw it.
Oh man,
I
that
think
must
that
have
might
been
be
cool.
true for me. I don't
It
remember
was-
a lot. I remember that, and then when they stole the shitty car and Coke was coming out, and they convinced the cop it was cool by like engine revving the Coke away.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Yep.
That's,
that was
that's
the scene.
all I remember about
That
that
was the
movie.
scene in the movie. Yes.
Yeah, that came out I think like the summer before the first Fast and the Furious, I believe. So yeah, that's when I watched it when you were a young pup.
Gotcha.
Not allowed to watch a PG-13 movie.
I saw it when it came out on VHS. I think
Oh, okay.
I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah.
I just like Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I like Nick Cage movies.
You're one of those
so-
weirdos that.
I know. It happens. You get used to
Do you
it.
ironically like Nick Cage, or do you like? Because I mean, he's been in some good movies,
Like-
but he's
I really
also
like
been
Lord
in.
of War. I mean, I think
Lord
he
of
was
War
pretty good in that
was
one.
really good. Weatherman is a really good movie that
I like that
a
one.
bunch.
That's actually one of the
I
fir-
did not like that.
Did
movie
you
not?
at
Oh, really?
all.
Why
I
did you
thought
not
it
like
was
Weatherman?
So dumb.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I watched it my freshman year of college. I remember referring to it as the second worst movie I've ever seen,
Huh.
but I don't remember
What's
what
the first
one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
I like Weatherman, Lord of War. I really like Con Air. Con Air is like a great action.
I've
Yeah,
only
but
seen
that's
part of it,
I,
but-
I like it, but I think that's more into him not being a good actor. It's you like him
Really?
ironically in Con Air.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like Con Air's kind of a it's not like a classic like Citizen Kane, but it's you
Yeah.
know. I think if you told someone that you liked Con Air these days, they wouldn't be against
Like
it.
if when I had cable at my parents' house, if Con Air was on, like, I'm gonna watch 20
Well,
minutes of Con Air.
and he
like-
was in Raising Arizona too, wasn't he?
Yeah, Raising Arizona.
Which is that's a really good
I like that movie.
Yeah.
What was the
and
one
then-
with the bees or not the bees?
Oh, that's
The Wicker Man?
The Wicker
Yeah.
Man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw that, but
Yeah,
I heard
so
about
that's
this
like the
being-
weirder Nick Cage stuff that I like, but I only will watch like once.
What was
I
the
liked
one
him in
that-
Kick-Ass a lot when he was.
Yeah,
I liked him in Kick-Ass.
I
yeah.
like Kick-Ass, except I do not like the end of that movie so much.
Yeah, it's
with
not
the
good.
jetpack and that awful music.
Yeah.
That's just it's. I don't know. I think that like Kick-Ass kind of lost the thread of like what it was going for because it was supposed to be what happens if normal people become superheroes,
Yeah.
not rich billionaires, which is what that movie ended up being.
Yeah.
Also-
We already have that. That's called Batman.
Yeah.
Right, exactly, exactly, and yeah, I don't know. Like, and then Kick-Ass 2, the movie was really bad. The graphic novel series or the comic book series was pretty good.
Did you
but-
read the Hit Girl in between comic?
Yeah,
Okay, I
I
think
did. I think I have all of the Kick-Ass
Okay.
comics.
Yeah, I like the comics and whatnot. I think they're. I think is
the
it
comics
Mark
were a
Miller?
lot better. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
think
was-
Mark Miller did a really good job. So.
I always wanted them to make a movie out of Nemesis, which was another series they did.
I have Nemesis.
Yeah,
I
that-
really love.
Have you ever read?
Nemesis.
I don't know if you've ever.
Do you
it's,
want to borrow it?
It's basically like just a rich, like. Wait, oh no! I was just about to give away the
Yeah,
entire.
you literally. Yeah, you literally
Never mind.
because you don't figure it out until the end.
Oh, that's
so
right. Yeah,
it's-
so I was about to just say like.
Basically, it's to not give anything away. It's this guy who just is fucking everyone's life up,
Yeah,
he's
he's just
a
like
villain.
the worst, and it's like it's
and no one can stop him.
it's real shit too. Like that, you know, like in some comic books or whatever, it's like I kidnapped your wife. No, this is like he does some dark things to this
Yeah.
guy's family, and it's just like it's really
and
messed
they
up.
can't find the
but-
motive for it and whatnot. They don't know why he's exactly being targeted. They have an idea, but like it's really Mark Miller does really good dark. I wish in the Kick-Ass movie that Hit Girl did a bump of cocaine right before she killed all those people with the flamethrower in the comic book. I wanted to see that in the movie. I thought that'd have been fun.
I forgot about that part. It's been a little bit since I
Yeah,
read the.
it's good. I'll have to reread it. Anyways, but yeah, Nick Cage. I mean,
Comic
he's
book
got
corner.
He's got comic book corner. I mean, he's got some crazy stuff that I'll like. I watched this movie a couple weeks ago called Army of One, where he is this guy. Apparently, this really happened. This guy went off his meds and thought he got a message from God saying they had to go kill Osama bin Laden. So the whole movie is him trying to get over there to kill him.
Does he do it?
Yeah, obviously.
That still
Idiot-
Team 16 was a
idiot,
cover up.
Yeah. And he played this like crazy guy, and it worked. He was like he looked kind of like Gary Gygax, and yeah.
I don't know what Gary Gygax looks like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Glasses. He's got like a ponytail. I mean, he's dead now, but
Does he kind of look like the comic book guy from The Simpsons?
yeah, in a way. Yeah.
Because that's kind of like I don't know.
God damn, we are not going to a Simpsons hole again. I'll refuse. I'll refuse this.
Worst episode ever.
But I think, please don't die.
Excuse me a second. I don't
Please
know.
don't die.
Got the coughs real bad.
That's okay. But crazy Nick Cage movies are good too. But they're kind of like, I don't know. It's like when you watch Transformers when you're drunk. You're like, I just want to see something explode.
All right, so we're just in a loop. I'm talking about Simpsons and the time I got drunk and watched Transformers.
I'll never let you forget it. Oh man, I think, I think we solved all your problems.
So,
Did you remember them all?
do a heist?
Yep.
That's exactly correct. I'm glad you remember.
That was about the level of help that I was expecting to get.
All right,
from
I
asking
have
about
I
this.
have an acrobat you can choose from, and a demolitions expert you can choose from,
Yeah.
and then a safe cracker. I like the demolition way, but we can.
we can't do the gymnastics route. It's
Yeah.
pretty fun. It's really interesting to watch how they can just fold their bodies up.
So
like
we can
that.
talk of that after the podcast, but we'll get that.
I prefer like a sting like kind of grift.
Like
Like,
the
I'm
singer?
more into like a grift than a heist.
Okay, explain
I
what a
thi-
grift is, because I don't know what a grift,
A grift is like it's like a long con where you convince someone. I'm unable of talking about this without referencing the episode of Community where they have the grifting 101 class.
Okay.
Where this guy comes to Greendale to teach the grifting 101 class and keeps on selling them briefcases that they have to buy for the class. But then it like just turns out that he is also a grifter and that he's just like convincing everyone to just buy. And so anyhow, so basically it's just a way to like con people out of money usually.
Okay.
But you do it by setting up like an elaborate ruse of some sort
Okay.
where it seems like
I'm more
you're
for
doing,
this now.
a pyramid scheme is kind of a long con. Sort of. It's a pyramid scheme is grift adjacent,
Yeah.
Okay.
which is my new rapper name.
Grift
adjacent.
adjacent. Hell yeah.
Actually, that's a really good one. I don't even rap, but I'm taking it.
We're cutting this whole portion out for safety reasons. So okay, damn.
But yeah, that's basically what a grift is. So if I can somehow convince my coworker to purchase me 50 copies of Lucy on Blu-ray, and then I can sell them on eBay.
Then you will have won.
Yeah, because I will have not watched the movie, but then also somehow conned my coworker into giving me money.
Yeah, doesn't sound that strong of a thing. But in the
Grifts
way you
are really
still-
hard to think of.
Yeah. I kind of want to see you walk into the exchange with 50 copies of Lucy and just see how they handle that entirely.
That's
And
your
they're
Christmas
just
present
like
this year.
no thank you, and they just gesture to a stack of 50 copies of Lucy they already have.
It's
Kyle's walking out counting cash.
assholes.
But
Or
somehow
it's just a bonfire.
this exchange ends up accumulating all 100 copies of Lucy, and now they can drive the price up
Exactly.
of the movie. So,
Gross.
which everyone's grifting everyone then, so
exactly.
it's good.
It's just a grift society.
Yeah.
When you grift, I grift, we grift. Grift, I grift, we grift. James, problem. What's your problem?
My problem is dollar cheeseburgers.
Okay.
I love meat, don't get me wrong. I pig roast every year, but we need to start paying more for it. It's
Okay.
creating super bugs.
Super bugs.
Yeah, like for antibiotic resistance. So like overprescription of medication for people is pretty bad, but there's like 7 billion of us, and not all of us can afford healthcare.
This
But
is
there's
true.
like 30 million livestock animals on the planet at a time, and a lot of them, to keep cost of meat down, are kept in like horribly unsanitary conditions, so they're just being fed antibiotics.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to kill us all because it is
Okay.
like you keep feeding them these antibiotics and you keep making all these bacteria that are resistant to these antibiotics. You go to the next one over and over until we have a super bug that we're all going to die from. So we need to stop paying $1 for cheeseburgers so farmers can keep their cattle and not have to use antibiotics.
But dollar cheeseburgers are fun.
They're going to kill us.
They will kill us, but they're fun.
But what is like the really big difference though between like $1 cheeseburger and a $3 cheeseburger?
I have no idea where that price point is going to be, but
Because, like, I mean, if you don't buy the meal at a fast food place or whatever and just buy the individual sandwich or whatever, it's usually around like $3-4 for like the whole thing. And $4 can get you like a double, you know? So, like, I mean, I don't know what, yeah.
I was kind of using that as a more visual colorization for the fact that we're paying way too much for like really cheap meat patties. So even like the McDonald's $4 burger, like if you go to a real restaurant and get like a double cheeseburger, it's quite a bit more than $4.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably like double or triple the price depending on where you go.
Wait,
So, like-
so you're saying that the dollar cheeseburgers that we're buying should actually only cost 25 cents?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what we should do.
Because it's like a death warrant at this
Yeah.
rate. So, but aren't we already killing ourselves because they're cheeseburgers?
That's a different question altogether.
Damn
I like
it.
eating meat, but
I mean, eating meat's fun.
Yeah.
I had a burger the other day. I have fun with it.
we used to have this antibiotic of last resort.
Okay.
Like we stopped using it really early on when we discovered
Please
it.
call me. Please call me. Please tell me it's called the antibiotic of last resort, and they had to like break a case.
It's like cholesterol or something like that. It's really boring.
That doesn't sound as fun.
So we were like, hey, this is our backup plan. It kind of hurts the liver, so we don't use it. But worst case scenario, we have this. And China was like, fuck you guys. We're putting it in pigs and have been for like 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing's really killed by it anymore either.
Okay.
So like we've kind of take for granted how amazing antibiotics are.
Okay.
Like up until pretty recently, oh, you got that infection? Yeah, you're just dead. But now you just like go take an antibiotic and you're fine. It's
go
crazy.
eat a cheeseburger. Are you telling me that cheeseburgers are good though?
Cheeseburgers are great, but we need to pay more for our food.
But there's antibiotics.
I feel
in it,
like
so I'm getting
it's
healthy.
Well, it's not necessarily we need to pay more for our food. It's the companies need to take more accountability where they get their food from, because I'm sure McDonald's would happily be like, yeah, our $1 burger is now $3, and then now they've just made $2 additional dollars profit.
Yeah, it's a
without
wording
changing
thing. We
anything.
need to be willing to pay more for our food from people who actually like take care of their animals properly.
Okay.
Not just like spend $5 on a junior bacon cheeseburger at Wendy's.
This is true.
Yeah.
I think the problem persists is having the money to do that.
That is very
as
right.
I'm going to Aldi later today to buy cheaper food.
Well, eating out is expensive. Like the real thing to do is like make your own food.
Right, but then there are people that live in food deserts, which is like a huge issue. I mean, you look at like the east side of Cleveland or anything like that. I mean, that's all like people don't have transportation to get to a legitimate grocery store. They're not putting grocery stores in these poor neighborhoods. So a lot of times their only option is a McDonald's or a corner store. And I don't feel super comfortable talking about what my job is on the podcast, but basically I spend a lot of time in corner stores.
Grifting.
Yeah, grifting. Yeah. All right, we'll say for the
By the way, do you
want to
buy a Rolex?
Yeah.
But my job requires me to go to like a lot of these corner stores and stuff. And honestly, even more so than where they're getting their food from is where their food is getting prepared.
Ew.
I mean, like, I didn't really know that cockroaches were like a thing up this far north. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is just like super suburban white privilege, not knowing about that. But
we had them in my old apartment, and it was still pretty nice. I would say.
It was a nice place. I liked it.
No, I mean, some of these places are bad. We had a coworker who had to go down into the basement of this one store, and he was working on something down there, and he was just like, "Oh, what's that smell?" And he didn't, and then he just saw buckets of like shit and piss that like they used instead of a bathroom in this store.
Oh God!
And he just immediately threw up.
Oh.
Did he manage to hit one of the buckets though, or is that all?
Yeah.
Because that'd be unsanitary if he threw up.
Well,
yeah, he just made it worse.
Yeah, no, he just like threw up. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I just like threw up, finished what I was doing, threw up again, and then just had to go. I was like, you finished what you were doing, dude. I wouldn't have blamed you if you were just like, nah, screw this. I'm gonna,
fuck this noise.
But like, yeah, no, I mean, like some of these places, it's just like, it's awful. I mean, really. I mean, just mice and I mean, everything. It's really despicable, the things that we're passing off as food in general. Yeah.
So we need to solve poverty.
I
don't know if any of us
it's a subset
do that
through,
right now.
Through ruses and grifting. I think we can rise above and not have shit and piss buckets.
Maybe we need to grift McDonald's.
Just a long con.
Convince them to start giving away copies of Lucy with
it's all coming back.
with every
Everything's full circle.
double cheeseburger meal. You
There
get
we
a free
go.
copy of Lucy.
Okay.
McDonald, investing so much money in this awful movie, loses a bunch of money, and then they have to.
Come on.
All
You
right,
got
all
it.
right, all right,
You
all right,
got
all
it.
right, all right. I can do this.
I'll give you a moment.
So they lose a bunch of money. So then they have to start coming up with good business ideas.
They get bought out by a farmer's market.
Yeah, they become so
Nailed it.
Yeah, all right, there we go.
yeah.
So then we also start a farmer's market. Make McDonald's lose so much money that we buy them out.
Oh, and our
then
farmer's market needs to have an anagram that spells Lucy. Like landowners under, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. No. I'm good with that. And so then we buy out McDonald's and turn every McDonald's into a farmer's market.
Bam.
There we go. I think that was the Portlandia solution for
that
this.
is 6 episodes of Portlandia right there. Holy shit, guys.
Fred Armisen, get at me. I got an idea for your next arc.
Holler at your boy. All right. Oh, God. Why? We're solving so many problems today.
All right, now we can do you want to try and triple stack this problem solving thing
Yeah.
of grifting McDonald's with Lucy DVDs, and then what's your problem?
My problem is falling downstairs.
This might be a little hard to work in.
This is
All right.
hard, but we're
But I
go
think I
from
see
A
some
to
sort of
C.
insurance scam.
Yeah.
That it
Okay.
can go with the Grift.
A lot
Yeah.
of slipping,
Yeah.
wet floor signs not being there when it should be. You awful, get some claims that way. Maybe some fatalities.
What?
Can we make the Lucy DVDs extra slippery?
Yeah.
Just litter them
They-
around.
just before they open the McDonald's, they have to keep tossing them on the ground, and then okay.
They
I
got
like this.
a new, okay, seriously though, what's your problem? Falling downstairs?
Falling downstairs. Have you ever fell downstairs?
It sounds like not falling downstairs is your problem. It sounds like the stairs are your problem. You
Well,
just happen
yeah.
to fall down them.
I guess fine. The stairs. We'll make this the stairs. I hate the stairs. Do you guys have stairs?
Yeah.
I live on the second floor.
Do you guys know what they are? Are you guys aware?
No, but why don't you explain what stairs are for our viewers who might not know?
Okay, so for people who live in ranches, stairs are a device in which you can get to a room at a higher or lower.
ranchers out there.
Even a ranch home, but yeah, I get it.
You live in a ranch. That was good. You know it was good. It is a way to get up and down different floors in different places. Awesome.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So
It's like a 90-degree angle and then like a reverse 90-degree angle, kind of
Yeah.
stacked on each other, like a MC Escher drawing, but makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's none of that Hogwarts bullshit. None of the stairs are moving or anything. It's like flipping around and stuff. So
I hate that I got that reference.
I hate it too. That's all I really know about Harry Potter is just the stairs are weird. But the other day I was coming home.
I've seen the movies. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know.
It's kind of an MC Escher kind of drawing thing or whatever that they have inside of Hogwarts, where like the stairs kind of go in a lot of different directions. And
Oh, is that
it's-
like the rooms are different paintings or something?
I don't know.
It's,
They,
it's
like,
when,
run
it's when
through
they're
a
looking at the
train.
paintings
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff. That's weird that that's the only thing you know about Harry Potter
don't
universe
know.
is that they have weird stairs.
It stuck out to me. I don't know.
And they have a sport where most of the sport is completely irrelevant. It's really just two people chasing a golden ball.
Yeah.
And it's
Can
like
we-
other people can score a goal for a point, or the guy catches it and it's 5,000.
Yeah.
So.
Can we start a sub podcast where we fix Quidditch? Because this is like I hate the rules of Quidditch so much. Like obviously J.K. Rowling has never played a game before in her life.
She won't even look at them.
Or she was like that awful child that was just like, like you'd be playing a game with them and be like, no, but I did this, so that gives me all the points and now
Yeah,
I
I'm
win.
the force field kid, or it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, that's true. That is basically Quidditch. Hey,
Yeah.
Harry Potter wins again. The other team scored 47 goals on him, but Harry Potter got the
Right.
Fucking nailed
ball.
it. I would like the other podcasts though. We have 3 podcasts now.
Yeah.
Star Trek podcast, this podcast, and a Harry Potter podcast.
Fixing Quidditch. I don't want
Just
to. I don't want to
fixing
say.
Quidditch?
I don't want to be as bold to say it's a Harry Potter podcast.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
more about fixing the game of
The game.
Quidditch.
This is gonna be it's gonna be like a one-off episode. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be.
I
A companion
actually think we
piece.
could just do it in a sentence. Get rid of the snitch. Just play with a time.
Yeah.
And then whoever scores more
But
goals
here's the thing: if
wins.
you don't have the snitch, it's not so magical because it's not like people
You're
are flying around on brooms.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And if you're flying on brooms and you miss it and you fall and you hurt yourself, that's because snitches get stitches.
Oh my God, Kyle. Can I ask you to leave your own p.stoops has walked away.
I deserve nothing but praise forever. Wow.
Was there something that if they did fall off that stops them from just being horribly killed by like
No, I think they just take damage.
take damage?
Yeah. They take fall
They
damage.
got to roll a d6 and
Yeah.
catch.
999 appears above
Yeah,
their
exactly. It's in red, so it hurts, and they disappear slowly. I think they fall a couple times. I don't know. I didn't get very far.
I think they always magic their way out of problems. That's the big. in the way that modern writers have a hard time writing in a story with cell phones not solving all of the problems, J.K. Rowling had a problem not just having magic solve all of the problems.
Yeah, there was the time traveling neck watch or whatever.
Yeah.
You just go fight Voldemort with that thing. Oh, we fucked up this time. Let's try again.
Yeah.
Or just like make 15 million copies of yourself and like shoot magic at them. I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, I mean, because they were so loose with their rules of both Quidditch and magic, that they really couldn't like grasp like that. And like that's honestly like probably my biggest problem with the Harry Potter universe is that like it doesn't feel like at any point you can't just go, here, I've magicked all the problems away.
You mean ta-da?
Yeah, exactly.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra of a sort, and then just go, well, we're done with our problems.
Yeah.
I actually have kind of a different so in the last movie the Death Eaters are flying around like wrecking the real city. I think it was like very irresponsible to not tell the non-magic humans. Now maybe it made sense a lot of time in earlier history, but we have like guns and shit. So it's like just tell England or whatever where Voldemort is and what's going on, and they just kill him with a predator drone.
Right.
Like,
well, yeah, we never actually
can he
see
magic himself out of that
what
situation,
would he even know?
too?
Like just
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have they seen guns? Like,
Yeah.
do they understand guns?
Yeah, let's introduce guns into the Harry Potter universe. Let's introduce guns into Quidditch.
Let's just
way better.
Oh my god, we're gonna need so many backup players.
Oh man.
I think we need to rewrite Harry Potter and just add guns to everything.
Guns and Quidditch.
Yeah.
And it'll just be like a broomstick crossed with like a gun and like an extra, and now it would just be like this sweet like a skull and crossbones, but the bones are like a broomstick and a gun. There
So
we
I
go.
pictured handguns, but this actually would be more funny with like lever action rifles that they actually have
Just
to bring
like
up to
old
their
school?
shoulder. So it's not just like
a
flying
rifle that's as
around.
long as their broom.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay. Maybe they can fly on
Yeah.
that, so they have.
Oh, maybe
to,
they
like,
can fly
really...
guns.
Yeah.
They're flying guns. They're flying guns.
Yes. They're flying around on guns.
And it's not magic. It's just the gunpowder that's taking them off. So
They just
have to
constantly
keep-
just.
Yeah.
that's
So
how
the
they-
whole ground is just fucked.
It's just on fire.
All the spectators
Every time
are
you make
dead.
a turn in front of the stands, they just
It's
like shoot
annihilated. They need like a splash zone.
Well, so
But,
they have like bulletproof shields or
Well, that's not
you
as
know.
fun. They're magic though, so they're
Yeah,
just gonna be
they're- so
like,
they'll
we're gonna
have-
magic this.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm the force field kid. You can't harm
Oh,
me,
God.
or I'm going home.
Okay, J.K. Rowling.
Okay, Brayden, fuck you.
Is it Rowling or Rowlings?
Rolling.
Rollings.
Rowlings?
I don't know.
I
I've
don't know.
heard that
J.K.
one,
Rowling?
but I don't know.
J.K. Rowling,
J.K.
lead singer of
Rowling?
Black Flag.
Sure.
Wait.
It's a Henry
Henry
Rollins
Rollins,
joke.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
I went over my head real quick.
He
All
was
right.
good in Feast. Okay.
He played an angel. in
No,
the movie
we're done
recently.
piling crap on top of it. It was a great joke. We're not gonna just
That was pretty
double
nice.
down on it.
That was pretty nice.
So stairs.
Yeah. I came home the other night from a trivia thing where I am. I just got a permanent trivia place that I'm doing trivia at, and I was walking down the stairs with a piece of equipment, and on the second stair I slipped and I fell all the way down the stairs. I broke my glasses. I damaged the right side of my body. I damaged the left side of my body.
All right, pretend you're not like a video game character. What, you bruised?
I bruised. Yeah, I bruised.
How many hit points
bruised-
did you lose on this fall?
Yeah, I would probably say close to 27.
Okay. But what's your HP max?
Like 29.
Okay. So you're almost dead
You
from
look
this fall.
pretty good for someone with only two remaining hit points.
I had a.
Do you consider your brain one hit point and your heart another hit point?
Yeah. Slowly beating. And then, I bruised myself up a bunch, hurt myself quite a bit. Ended up putting a hole in the wall in the bottom of the staircase that we have to fix.
Wait, is this here?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
here.
this
I can
apartment.
show you afterwards. I was not
Jesus.
happy. Yeah. I never felt like that before.
Jason's burning the carpet. You're knocking holes in the wall. This
I
place
know.
is coming down.
Jason said he's gonna put a baby gate up next to the stairs in case I'm too afraid.
So you'll just trip over the baby gate and
Yeah.
go immediately
Yeah.
down the stairs?
and then hurt myself fucking more. So yeah, I don't like stairs. They hurt. I don't like metal edge stairs. That's metal. They're metal.
Oh,
edge.
with a
Yeah, it was a little rainy that night, so that's pretty much what it was. So
Oh.
In high school, I went to Ignatius, and they had like 5 stories, and they each were like 2 flights per story.
Mhm.
And early in a school day, I tripped off the top stair and slid down on my knees like an entire flight of stairs.
Oh.
And it hurt like crazy, but the more obnoxious thing was both of my pants like ripped completely at the knees. So I'd walk around the rest of the day with just like giant holes, my knees sticking out.
Did you get that from Hot Topic?
Yeah, they look like a pair of Hot Topic, like nice pants.
Do you want to go see the Under Oath concert? I don't know. I don't know what bands.
If there
they
wasn't
like.
horrible
Perfect
scrapes
Circle.
under them.
Oh, okay. Real Big Fish, maybe. I don't fucking know. No. Okay.
I think
Cool.
that's ska. Hot Topic people are sad.
Yeah,
Ska
but I mean,
people
once
are-
though, they gotta have that one band that they like. That's a little.
I
Shipper.
feel well in like the probably late '90s. It probably wasn't unusual to see a couple ska band T-shirts at Hot Topic.
Yeah.
because I feel like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and Real Big
Yeah,
Fish
you're
were
right.
That's
kind of.
more, like
Well, mid-90s.
Operation Ivy and whatnot.
Is Hot Topic still a thing, or am I just old?
Yeah, no, they
It's
still
still
exist.
a
Remember we
thing.
talked last time about the Stranger Things T-shirts being
Oh,
exclusive
yeah,
at
we
Hot
did.
Topic.
Yes, we did.
Which then Kyle got me a non-Hot Topic Stranger Things shirt, which I really
That
appreciated.
was
yeah.
adorable.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt. Yeah, I
It
felt
was
like
Christmas.
you needed it as a thank you for helping me. So I appreciate it.
What'd I
And
help
at
you with?
Christmas, I don't know. You just help me be a person.
Okay, yeah, I feel like I didn't do anything for
Anyways.
you.
Yeah, Hot Topic's still a thing. It's like an FYE now, where it's just kind of they just have like dumb shit to buy. Like it's Five Nights at Freddy's and whatever's in
What
the
is
kid.
that?
It's a video game.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it. I can show you it. Do you like
It's
it's like jump
pretty-
scares. Do you like jump scares?
No,
It's
I,
not
the jump scares
suspenseful at
are-
all. I didn't really like the whole Five Nights at Freddy thing.
No.
You're like a security guard at one of those places with the animatronic shows.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
But then at night, the animatrons are coming alive and are trying to kill you.
Oh,
So
okay.
instead of just locking the doors, for some reason, holding the doors closed takes power from your limited power source. So you have to like be looking through the cameras and like only close the door when they're closed.
Yeah. And if they get into it, they murder you.
Well, they don't necessarily murder you as much as they jump at you and animatronically clack at you, and then you assume you're dead,
Yeah.
because then it's a game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very jump scare. Is
Is it like a short, like a short play kind of game where it's
Yeah.
like there's not really like it's not like a Red Dead Redemption where there's this ongoing story of you trying to
there's
get out.
like lore to it and bullshit that people try to pull
Because they
out
knock
of
out
it.
a new one every 6 months. We're on like
Yeah,
Five
well,
Nights
yeah,
at
they're
Freddy
so he
47.
makes them so easily. Like he has some dumb formula that he does, but it's huge for kids. Like for some reason, it's like
That's weird.
10-year-olds like love. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
10-year-olds just like to
scary
be
with
scared.
No gore or whatever. Yeah,
Exactly.
You're right. It's just like a creepy little animatronic toy.
mhm.
so,
Okay, I
yeah.
can see. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I could see why they like as a child, I liked scary things as well. And the most I didn't really like gore. I liked when stuff jumped out at me.
Oh yeah,
So
I used to play like a text adventure game that was like kind of like a get out of the mansion kind of thing.
Mhm.
It was sort of the halfway point between a regular video game and a text. You'd have to give them commands.
Yeah.
You'd have to type
was
them in.
this the Are You Afraid of the Dark one?
No,
I like that one.
Oh, I didn't know
was
that they
cool.
made one, but no, this one
Yeah.
I remember it was like
Let's play. Let's do it.
I think it was
Let's
called
do
like
I'll see if I can find it.
I think it was called like Escape from
New York?
the Haunted Mansion or something like that. Or I
Was
feel like the
Di-
name
Dis-
Max was maybe in it.
Disney? Was this a Disney title?
No, it wasn't like Escape from Witch Mountain or anything like that. But it
Okay.
was and then you'd have to give the guy commands to like go up the stairs, and then you'd see the little guy go up the stairs and stuff. It was like Zork with pictures essentially.
Okay, gotcha.
But then me and my friend would always be like, we were like 5, so it'd be like, take off your pants,
Tell your mom no.
Yeah, poop.
Smooch a girl.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't. It would be like, I don't recognize that command.
So you do it again. You gotta make sure you try to put
Oh,
it in a
did you try
different way.
next level? It'd be like, recognize this command. Boop. And it's
Oh.
I don't recognize it. And it creates a paradox and your computer breaks.
Bam. Oh man, yeah, I miss the Are You Afraid of the Dark game. It was like a wax museum, and you had to get out of the wax museum before they caught you to turn you into a wax figure. It was real creepy.
Yeah, no, that show was legit spooky.
And you
Like,
had to
the-
run out of it in time. Like it was a time thing at the end. It was fucking hard.
I'm actually getting a little bit of a panic attack because I can imagine probably what that episode was that they based it off
Yeah,
of. And
I really liked Are You Afraid of the Dark. I feel like they need to bring back kids' scary shows.
the Dollhouse episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Did you guys where they ended up getting transported into a dollhouse?
I remember that one.
And then they had to escape out the like attic window, but they slowly started turning into dolls, and so their
now
like
that you
joints
said that, I
don't.
do kind of remember that.
Yeah.
Oh God,
It's
I remember
so-
like
so
this is
bleak.
bad for podcast. Okay, so I was like 8 when this episode was on, but like I was just like.
He's shaking
Just like
his hands very
shaking his
violently.
hands really
I was
fast.
like in front of the TV, just like, oh my God, get out, and I couldn't handle it, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it, man. It
Yeah.
Like my adrenaline was full. That was the most nervous I've ever been in my life.
I think that's why I like those better than Goosebumps because Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like they didn't really end super happy. Goosebumps tended to
everything got fixed in the last page.
Yeah, but like even though they had like a little thing like, oh, he's not really dead or he's still a monster, like it was still like fun. But like Are You Afraid of the Dark was like goddamn bleak.
Yeah,
like,
you're right. The bad force or whatever almost always wins. Hey, they're dolls now. Or
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Well, she barely made it. She did make it out of the dollhouse, but like
good spoilers, but good. I'm glad.
But I mean, yeah, I remember that there were some that were like. And
Do you remember the mall one? The mall one's probably one of my favorite ones. He like gets locked in a mall. He works at like a pinball shop, and like he has to like fight through a bunch of like video game stuff, and like the end the pinball like chases him. It's really like
and then does
Indiana
he fall
Jones.
downstairs?
Yeah, fuck you. He has to go down an escalator at some point.
There's like a pair of like Chicago Bears Zubas or Zumbas. Oh fuck, that would have been a better joke if I'd remembered what those sweatpants
Zumba
were.
was an
Zubas,
exercise thing.
Zubas
Yeah.
were the sweatpants. Just because like being in a pinball shop in a mall sounds like the most early '90s thing that you could possibly do for an occupation. Like,
oh man, I miss her.
Soundtrack by Two Live Crew.
Oh man, now I just want to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark. I will try to find that game though, because it's hard. It's like you have to like turn and you have to run at the same time. And just for a child, I feel like it's very complex. I'm sure as a full-grown adult who plays video games decent, I'm sure it's fine, but whatever. Hey. So we're not
stairs?
Yeah, so stairs.
So like do we need to put padding on your stairs or
No, I just think I need to be a little more careful. That's all. I
thought-
got worried because when I punctured the hole in the wall, like it was with the speaker that I rent for my trivia, so I thought I broke it while I was laying on the ground because my glasses were broken. So thankfully, Jason is quite good at fixing things and fix my glasses. So I have glasses because it's expensive to buy glasses even with insurance. So
Warby Parker, dude.
yeah, that's what I was probably gonna go to next. So
yeah, $95.
that's pretty.
Just
dope.
go to warbyparker.com/mybrother for free 2 weeks.
Say we don't have sponsors.
For a free 2-week trial.
Well,
We take them back by
what
force.
What do they get? It's free shipping. I think is what you get with the.
that's
with
pretty
the
good,
My
though.
Brother.
I've been listening to the series. They have the weirdest sponsor right now. It's like a $35,000 loan. I mean,
Wait, on my brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the it's like crowdsourced loans or
which
whatever.
just sounds terrible to me.
What is
It was only a
crowdsourced
short.
loan?
It was only a short period of time that they had
Yeah.
that sponsor. Basically, you can. This is called like investment or something like that, or
It's like, hey, I need whatever to buy a car or fix my house. So you instead of going to a bank or something, you just basically crowdfund your loan. And then,
yeah. So and you can also go on there and invest
Well,
your
you-
money,
yeah,
and then
you
you
need
get
people
like
that
a
do
small
this.
percentage. Well, you get your money plus a percentage back.
Oh,
so you kind of can collect on the interest, but I'm not sure what kind of securities they have, but also
yeah.
I think it
like-
is actually backed by a legitimate
Yeah.
securities thing, but it's
that's
just
actually a really good idea.
it's a good idea, but it's also super fucking dangerous. I don't know. Like, I
know.
mean, there's no promise that I mean, like being on the ground floor of an investment
Yeah.
type. There's no promise that you're not just going to lose all your.
Exactly.
I haven't, and something I heard on the podcast, my brother, and me, is not where I'm going to go from an next like 5-figure financial decision.
That's gonna be bad news bears. I like the concept though. I think it's I don't know.
It's interesting, but I don't know.
It's got a lot of faults, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, not that like big banks are like super cheerful and.
What are you talking about? Sallie Mae is the best bank, and so is Goldman Sachs.
What's
Just
the
go to
red dot on
goldmansachs.com/plucking petals for a free 2-week trial
Trial
of
for
a
money.
new money thing, and then you got to pay it all back.
Pay 400% interest in 2 weeks, and then it's gonna be really cool. Want to pay off your school loans for pretend? It's gonna be fun. All right. Well, we skipped the friendly debate because it was bullshit.
Yeah.
What was the friendly?
I was
debate?
gonna I couldn't think of one, and I was just gonna put using a toaster or using a pan to toast things. I was that at a loss this week.
Wow.
I
know.
couldn't really even contribute because I've actually never lived in a house that owned a toaster. So
Oh,
really?
I've done
Really?
both. I prefer doing it on a pan because it's
Yeah, I imagine trying to like melt a little square of butter in a toaster doesn't
Well,
work
with the
very well.
with the toaster, you don't do the, but you have to
probably
put the butter on
after.
afterwards.
Yeah.
But you can actually like toast like the butter into the bread on
Yeah.
a pan or whatever, and that's clearly the superior way. That's not even a debate.
I know. It was a bad week, and I could not figure out what I wanted to be for the friendly debate.
It's been a very busy week. It's understandable.
But it's a good thing though, because James went to run the jewels with me, and I have been pestering him quite a bit lately to get me more happy endings. So I have a full bag of happy endings again. It's a new bag. So would you do the honor, Stoops? You caught it. For listeners at home, he caught it.
I guess I should explain Kyle threw the bag to him if that wasn't obvious.
I just whipped it
He
at
asked
him.
me if I would do the honors, and I just looked at him silently.
Yeah.
All right. Oh God, I hope it's not. We were talking before we started recording of like, oh God, I hope we don't have to compliment Kyle a whole bunch again, because we're like clean out. Like if it's
James
honestly,
didn't do this. He was
I
like,
cleaned house.
Kyle's beautiful eyes.
Yeah, they're all mine. That would have been funny if I would have thought of that, but I didn't.
God,
That's long.
yeah, what the hell?
This is new year, new James. These sentences now. All right, what is it?
All right. Somebody
Once told me.
somebody intentionally killing your dog getting shot. This isn't a fucking sentence. It says somebody intentionally killing your dog getting shot.
There must be two.
Can I
There must be two. He must have not ripped it right. That asshole.
All right, you know what? I'm doing another one.
Yeah.
All right, but someone intentionally killing your dog, there is no.
There is none.
You can't even. No.
Yeah. But it must be two by accident. He had been drinking.
But the way it's written on that paper,
It does look like it's
All right, here,
one
pass it
thing.
over again.
It looks like
This is great. This is great podcast material, but
It looks like it's logic that is unique to only one person that is not sitting at this table.
All right, I got another one.
somebody. Oh, I feel like so I feel like it's actually
getting shot, and James wrote it down.
I think it's actually somebody intentionally getting shot and killing your dog. I think because the top.
You
the
know
top
what?
Is like that. I don't.
Unless
I
it
think
involves Quidditch, I don't want to talk about guns, man.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna pass this. Fuck you, James. Learn to do this better.
Yeah,
I don't
seriously.
pay you. All right, do another one.
All right, so this one is actually an interesting one.
Okay.
It's living with your parents.
Living with your parents.
I've come to really appreciate like having my family close by.
Mhm.
So I love that I work in the area. I'm probably gonna go visit them after this.
Aw.
It's nice. There are a lot of bad things, but that's all I can do.
Yeah, I mean, America is really like the only country that like
frowns
living
upon it.
like that living with your parents is like such a bad thing or whatever. Like in some other places, like your kids
Italy.
are become like a contributing member of the household
Mm-hmm.
until they get married, and then you
Yeah.
know, I mean, I gotta imagine in other countries, like if you live with sex has got to be so difficult, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
Obviously,
yeah.
it's just difficult in general, just the act itself. But
But just to add in that weirdness of like having your parents watch you while you do it is just,
yeah.
How are you picturing this house being designed? It is one open room.
It's
yeah,
just
it's like a
cool.
modern office building.
Yeah.
No cubicles, no walls.
I mean, I lived with my parents for the majority of my life, and I mean, it was good because it was like cooked meals, and I often didn't have to pay a lot for. I paid rent towards the end a little bit to help them out, but like,
It's usually pretty reasonable compared to like real people rent.
oh
that's
yeah,
an
it
upside.
was. Yeah.
Oh, my mom was a pretty good cook, so having meals.
exactly.
Yeah, same.
Having meals
My
is
mom's an
big.
awesome cook. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to learn how to cook now, so that's been fun. I like cooking now, but
Oh, I love cooking. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, but yeah, having it just.
But I
there.
never had to because they're like, oh, we can cook because they're both really decent cooks. So
Yeah,
it's
right,
like
right,
it's a
right.
good time.
And I'm entering that stage where it's like I've gotten comfortable with what I can cook, and I want to learn to cook new things, but I don't have all of the stuff that my mom has. It's like be cool to
Yeah.
have a food processor. Like,
Honestly, that could be like a really good chance for you to bond with your mom, though. Be like, hey, mom, do you want to go to the grocery store with me and help me get these things that I don't know that I need I
Yeah.
need?
that's
you know?
a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, because I've definitely had a lot of help like learning how to cook and stuff from my mom, and then I became a cook for a while. As a worked at Melt and was cooking, and that's definitely like where I learned most of my skills. But yeah, no, that would be a good fun
Good fun bonding
son,
experience.
mother, son.
It's definitely
down.
way easier if you are working full time, though. It's pretty crazy if you're like, I did like a few months right after I finished college where I wasn't working yet, and that was miserable. But then as soon as I got a job, it was like a lot easier to still live at home. So
Yeah. There's a lot of bad stuff to living at home.
Oh, yeah.
It's but that's what it is.
Yeah. One thing that's always kind of gotten me though about like just in general having a relationship with parents is like moving to that age where you talk to your parents like an adult and not like a kid. Where it's like where your like whole general conversations kind of
Like change.
change.
The tone
And like
changes.
one of like the biggest things is like me becoming an active participant in my parents' lives and like asking them about and so it's not just like focused on me because my parents are always like really like good and attentive and stuff like that and asking me questions, and so now it's become like, oh, I have to like actually like talk to them like humans and like talk to my dad about like how my dad's he just retired like a month ago or whatever,
awesome.
but like
Congrats.
just kind of he's gonna probably go back to work in like a month because he's like that. He's never like settled down, he's always just kind of done a bunch of stuff. So but yeah, like actually like holding adult conversations with your parents, I think is like more than living with your parents is the most difficult thing. Because that's where you actually start to really bond with your parents and you really start to like where it's not like a forced love anymore.
Yeah, as a kid, you're a narcissist, and it goes
Yeah.
a lot more in one direction than the other. It's like, hey, my mom coaxed me to buy a present for my dad's birthday, and my dad coaxed me to buy a present for my mom's birthday back when you're a kid because you don't think about this shit. Really, honestly, can't even get to the store yourself, but like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or just like your parents always like, how was your? If you're fortunate enough to grow up in this type of family, but your parents going like, how was school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as a kid, you never go, Dad, how was work? Mom, how was work? Like it's, so yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, to be fair, you're like a shitty little 7-year-old, so no one cares what your opinion is anyway.
Yeah,
True.
it's pretty much garbage.
Yeah.
It's just Power Rangers and Are You Afraid of the Dark in this end, so no one wants to hear that. Oh. Anyways, well.
Yeah, no, living with your parents really not that bad, but I think it's mostly you don't appreciate it until after you're not living with your
I
parents
think it
anymore.
depends on. It sounds like we all have good parents, and I feel like some people don't.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
And I feel like
this
a
is
lot
definitely
of
from
that,
our perspective.
Yeah,
where
from
we
our
all had like the
perspective,
same childhood of like
Yeah, we had fun. We threw basketballs around and played games.
threw basketballs around.
Yeah, into the
This explains a lot about Kyle.
fuck. Fuck, he's right. All right, fine. All right, Stoops, you got anything to plug?
Usual of my album Ancient Computers is available only currently physically at Music Saves on Waterloo in Collinwood and Young Kings on West 29th in Ohio City, Hingetown, whatever. So you can pick up the album there or at the 37th Shield Library. Found out what the whole name of that thing was after last time.
Okay.
If you're in Detroit, and that's over on Division. So and then February 10th playing Beachland Tavern with Starfucker and some other stuff that's in the works or whatever, in the middle of signing a record contract. So I don't really want to say the name of the label because I haven't officially signed it yet, but
That's fine.
So
understand.
that's what I'm up to.
Cool.
You can p.stoops.com for all your p.stoops needs. Website under construction, definitely doesn't look great right now, but it has a lot of links.
Let's try it. But we're trying.
Yeah.
James, what do you got for us?
I've been playing a lot of The Witcher 3, and so I started reading the novels those were based off of.
Yeah.
Polish author, can't remember his name right now. It's like Andrzej whatever. But it's called, the first book in that series is called The Last Wish, and I'm really enjoying it. So
Okay.
I'll recommend that to people.
All right, cool. I am starting to host trivia at Goldhorn Brewery starting this Thursday.
Oh, on East 55th?
Yes.
That's right by my work.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. I went there the other day. I really liked it. So, have you been in there?
No.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool. I recommend it. You should come. On Thursdays where I'm hosting trivia.
What time?
7:00. So it's kind of early, but I like the early stuff because you can get out and still do stuff at the end of the night. So we do there every Thursday indefinitely until something happens. But
Every
so I'll be at
Thursday, even when you have that show?
except for that show. Yeah. And that was my next thing is I have a show on February 9th with Jasmine Carter, Tim Cornette, and Dave Flint, all amazing local comedians that I do think are quite wonderful. And I will be closing out the night, and Stoops will be there, and he'll be DJing, and he'll be doing his thing and making me sound better. So yeah, so Thursday's
It's mostly
trivia.
about turning up my volume.
That's right.
Turning down yours.
That's hey, if that's what it's gotta be, I'm fine with it. So yeah, Thursdays, East 55th, Goldhorn Brewery. They have $2 sliders. I think they told me. I don't know. I like trivia. I think it's. I love this job. I think it's so much fun.
$2 sliders. That's fixing your problem.
Yeah, there you
nailed
go.
it.
See, full circle, motherfucker.
All right, we got one. One down.
Circle. Yeah, you can follow me. You know how, Mayor Wertz. Once again, this has been Plucking Petals with James and Kyle. I am Kyle.
And I'm Grift adjacent. Yeah, boy.
And I'm P. Stoops. Don't steal my rap names.
All right, have a good night, folks.